Hey, what's going on out there, folks? Rooster here in Tennessee. Just going to do something a little bit different today. Going to take an overview of one of my own personal amps I use, built by my good friend JTG. I've had some people asking about getting amps that run, PEP-wise 2500 to 4kW or so, and a lot of times I recommend a 2-tube 500Z because I've run a bunch of them, had a lot of good luck out of them. But I tell you what, Grinder built this amp for me, and I can tell you what, I couldn't be happier with it. He's made me a real believer in these 8877s, 3cx1500s, and I absolutely love this amp. You can see here our plate voltage is idling just below 4,000. And we've got a current meter over here to the right, plate and load. High voltage turns on separately than the amp, so you can power the amp, the filament and the blower on with this switch, and then you've got a standby switch here, and then a high voltage switch will throw your high voltage on last. So you can actually let the filament run for a second before throwing high voltage to it if you want to. It's got a remote wire ran over to the deck, so you don't have to power the power supply on. You use this switch right here and it'll turn the power supply on. Or this switch over here rather, excuse me, high voltage switch. We'll keep this one down. I'm kicking about 45 watts average into it. I don't have a watt meter sitting over here next to it. My bird meter for my bass setup sitting off over here off to the side, so we'd have to pan around to some other equipment to see it, but I'll just key it down and show you guys. We dropped to about 3,500 watts on the key. Hello, audio. Draw about 0.8, 0.85. And that's with a 45 watts average going into it. And I can tell you this thing does about 1,100 watts, 1,200 watts average out with 45 watts going in. And that's probably about equivalent to 130 watts peak and probably about 3 kW peak. And that's not as hard as you can drive it. 1 amp transformer, CCS on this one. So a continuous 1 amp. We're not even putting it in a strain, and this tube will do 3,500 to 4,000 plus peak, tuned all the way out with maximum drive. I'd say probably somewhere between 75 watts average to 100 watts average, 200 watts peak, give or take, would be maximum drive for this tube. That's absolute max. Maybe 250 peak, something like that. But there it is. It's got an internal blower. You can't hear it run, I don't think. You might be able to barely hear it run this video. I can barely hear it run sitting here, so I doubt the video is going to pick it up. Again, if you're interested in one of these, let me know, and we can get the ball rolling on one for you and get you one knocked out relatively quick. You're looking about the same price for one of these as a 2-tube 500Z box, so I'd much rather go with this. And excuse me, it's got an internal blower. There's a tube sitting down in there. Here's the back side of it. Of course, it does run a 220. I'd recommend a 20 to 30 amp 220 circuit for it. But that's it. 3cx1500. Like I said, this is one of my personal amps, and I want to show it off there because it's such a nice amp, and I know people are all the time looking for a nice product that's dependable and affordable and that they can get pretty quick. And I'll tell you right now, folks, you won't be disappointed with one of these. Stellar amp. Maybe one day I'll do an output test on it. Like I said, bird meter's over here behind me, and I'd have to pan around to some other equipment that I don't particularly want to show my bird meter, so we'll just leave it at that. But that's it. Joe the Grinder built 3cx1500. And I know some of you guys have hollered at me. You guys try to call me, and I'm not the best about answering my phone. If you send me a text, I just about guarantee I'll get back with you. I think my phone number is posted on the page somewhere, but yeah, man, I'm horrible about answering my phone. I stay so busy, it's hard for me to get time for a phone call. But if you do send me a text, I've got text about radios and amps and stuff. You guys send me a text, I'll get back with you, and We're going to be doing a giveaway on this channel here pretty soon. We just crossed 1,000 subscribers. So I think it's only right. I'm going to do some sort of giveaway in some sort of fashion. I hadn't exactly figured out what it's going to be. Antenna, maybe a small amp, maybe a radio. I don't know, but we're definitely going to give away some equipment on here. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope to catch you out there on the air. And if this thing interests you, one like this one. This one's not for sale, but if you're interested in one like this, get in touch with me, and we will get the ball rolling for you. And if you're on Facebook, join Forrest Gump Technology, and you can reach me there as well. All right, guys, 73s. Bye-bye.